Hello folks, welcome to another daily Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. No, I'm going to start again. Hello folks, welcome to another daily Ripple market analysis by Inspocrypto. No, I'm not going to analyze the Ripple market or the XRP market. I'm not going to do it because I don't have enough on-chain data to analyze them. Even and obviously it was, I was expecting it, so it's fine. I tweeted because the first thing was bing boom bang, XRP is not a security, yeah, moon, let's go, $1, then 10, then 100, and so on and so forth. That's why I say crypto is very infantile. It's a show. It's pure entertaining. It's entertainment. It's, to use every kind of news to trigger something. Events. Don't let us say even news, just events. They use events to trigger, to convince you now it's time to buy XRP. You didn't just before, but now it's time to do it. Buy XRP. XRP, I think I mentioned that before, was my first bag. I love XRP. Well, I love the Ripple network because it's, in my opinion, one of the biggest use cases in the whole crypto space in general. Because yes, it is a big problem that banks has when they are making such kinds of transactions, because they need to block such kind of liquidity as collateral to make then upload transactions. So it's extremely welcome in the banking sector, and I'm bullish on XRP. Sorry, I'm bullish on Ripple. I'm not that bullish on XRP because you don't need XRP, or at least you don't need to use XRP to make these transactions. So banking, and I know that because, not only because they received the ISO 222, I think it is. That's the new standard for, for transactions. So I know that many banks and also my clients in my opinion, it is this year or next year, they need to introduce the ISOs, the new ISO. I need to check because I think it's 222. ISO 222. I'm really good. And it's not only XRP who is certified with ISO 222, because that's the standard that they created with that ISO. And if you check the ISO and you go and check the 222, you will find a lot of information about that. And you can even Google what other tokens. I think Quant is part of it, QNT, and I don't know now. I shouldn't check that, but I didn't. However, Ripple or XRP is part of it, so it's a standard. It will be a standard system that obviously many think it will pump their bags. Well, just to make it clear, it will not. At least not what many expect. It will not go up to $50, $10, $20. Some people even were talking about $100. And the only thing is, because you can use the Ripple network with CBDCs later on, today with fiat. You can use euros, you can use USDs. You don't need XRP. Even XRP, the token itself, could be useful to use it on the Ripple network because of IT security purposes when you are using the Ripple network. But that's another topic. as mentioned, I'm a big fan. I just tweeted today about, because it's happening again. It's, in my opinion, I wouldn't declare that fake news, because it's not fake news. It is not. It is just another interpretation of the news. And like marketing, you are not lying. You are just using a different rhetoric to make something more attractive than it is. That's the only thing. Do you think that's a scam? Are they lying? No, they are not. I mean, when the court is just saying something like, hey, we did our analysis, and the ECC is always using a model, the honey test. That's the honey test. Oh, now a little bit lost, to be honest, because I was reading a lot about that. I need to check now. It was the honey. Wasn't that the honey? It sounds a little bit strange, but I think Howie. Oh no, W, not N. Yeah, honey test would be also very nice. The Howie test. The Howie test is a model since 1930s or something that the ECC also used, like the court, for example, to make definitions if an asset is a security or not. That's not new. Such kind of schemes or models you will see in different departments at the regulator. Because, to check every single asset by itself would just require a lot more stuff. So to use models like we use it in also in the science, they use models to make just a lot of information just more compact and to create on an easier way some results. And that's what regulators are doing as well. That's why when you have some specific questions, they can't reply to it. They don't know it. They don't know. It's everything that's not covered by the model is I don't know. I don't know. They run away because they get nervous, because then they are showing they don't have a fucking idea even about the asset. Sometimes, not saying it's always the case, but sometimes. So obviously they use models, and what the court did is a very good approach. So my tweet wasn't bearish, or at least it wasn't bearish in the sentiment saying everything is fake news and that's stupid, just saying calm down. Because what they are just doing, like the spot ETF related to BlackRock, and what they did in 2021, it's always the same. Use some news to kick your ass and say, let's go. Let us push the market now up. That's the only thing what they are doing. I mean, I hope you are not new on crypto, because if that's the case, you will learn with kicks in the face, kicks in the balls, kicks in the ass, and some slaps. That's how it works always. Unfortunately. It shouldn't be, but it is the way how many persons learn. And to be honest, it was also my way. I did my experience with DeFi, I did my experience with other tokens, and so on and so forth. But that's fine, because you are just accumulating such kind of experience. And the only thing at the end, if you are not dumped like bread, you will learn. It will have a learn process, and it will make you just better. And one learn process is, maybe because of my professional environment, is to make questions. To make questions and to figure out the best position for my clients. That's all, because otherwise they wouldn't spend $1 on me. It's really easy. I wouldn't say I'm rich, but I wouldn't say I'm poor. Okay? So when people are saying, you are missing the opportunity, yeah, I'm missing it, but I don't care, because I don't need that. So it's fine for me when I'm missing a bigger trade, because I'm not convinced of what they are doing. That's the only thing. So related to XRP and the whole wave of headlines, first of all, I mean, it was funny that the ECC was indicating that XRP could be a security. In my opinion, the biggest part was the distribution by Ripple itself, because that could be something that hurts much more than just to declare XRP like a security. Many think if they declare XRP not to be a security, they will declare every other and remaining altcoins at the same time also not to be a security. But that's wrong. That's wrong. And that's the problem we have right now. If the court really decides that how we test that the ECC is using, and even the court, because they did a whole analysis, and that was their approach, a very smart one, because they have something that was used very many times in different courts. They're using it and just saying, okay, we have now a different asset. It's not sugar, it's not gold, it's not silver, like the examples I just used for my tweet. It's a digital one. It's a digital one, and is that such kind of a usual commerce? And what's the purpose of your asset? Because every single detail now will help the court to decide one way or the other. But the conclusion of the court was, ECC, yeah, maybe you are right when it comes that when the top management of Ripple started to sell to institutionals, maybe it could show like it has a security character, but on the other three requests, it isn't. That's actually the conclusion by the court, but the biggest part is to say, so let us stop here, let us clean the field, we will start another game just later on. So what? Stop. If we play the game now 90 minutes, or I'm European, I'm talking about soccer or European football, let us say in that way, British football, then we could say they played 90 minutes and they gave ECC just did one goal, and actually the Ripple did 3. So it looks extremely good, but at the end, even it looks in favor of Ripple. The court, or in that case it would be the ref, just said, alright, let's take this to a proper game to decide the winner. So there will be a full game later on. That's the trial. That's what they decided at the end of the whole document shared today by the court. And what is the news doing? What is the whole community doing with all these informations? XRP is not a security. That is part and result of the analysis. But that's not their decision, because they didn't any final decision yet. And that's something why I tweeted. Why the Howey test? I mean, we have even the blue sky one. And, we can talk more in detail what the Howey test needs, which parameters just to measure and to define if something is a security or not. And obviously we have here a big problem, because Ripple or the XRP token is not a usual asset. So it depends now a lot of the next final game is going to be decided. Because if they really decide that the Howey test or model is not going to work for crypto, they will look for a lot. They will hire a lot of Judges. Judges? Is that judges in English? I need to check. Yeah, it is. So they would say, listen, every single digital asset like crypto, you need to analyze the whole use case, how they distributed it, and then check if it matches to how the ECC was using it, for example, in the Howey test. Or the code has to do it because that's what they usually do with a Howey test. With a model, a test that's almost 100 years old. So, and that's, that's not the end, because if they do so, it will have also consequences to politics, because they need to agree with that. So it's not so easy. It is not like many think it would be. Here my quote. Furthermore, even if the accused analysis of the case law is accurate, the fact that investment contract cases before 1933, shared some common features doesn't make those features necessary for an investment contract under the Howey test. Instead, the court is guided by the fundamental purpose of the laws that govern securities, where Congress has intentionally used broad definitions to account for the virtually limitless ways that people can create investments. The court must follow this approach as well. What it's saying is not just we make a decision, that's it. It's not. It's a process. They will trigger a bigger process. And I have my doubt. And anyway, even with all these informations, the whole picture doesn't look that bad for Ripple, for XRP holders, to be honest. Because, in my opinion, the return of investment, in that case, and it is a return of investment. When you are buying, for example, because also here the big question is XRP a currency, or is that just an asset to use to trigger transactions, for example? Because then it's not a currency. So we have, and that explains why the judge just said, stop here. We did our analysis, that's the result, so it doesn't look that bad. 3 points for Ripple, 1 point for ECC, but we need to see at the end of the day who is going to win. If you're doing it while, if imagine, that would be like Champions League in European football. In Champions League, usually you have 2 games. You need to play 2 games to go forward. So you play, for example, as a guest, and then later on you need to play in home. And it depends if you won both games or you scored more, you will go forward and play another game with another, with another team. Otherwise, it's over for you. And that's here the same. That's almost the same. So the first game, it's cleared. 3-1. Ripple, you are the winner for this game, but the next game is going to be the final one. And then we need to check. Does that sound like a final decision for you? It's not for me. Only the crypto space, and we will see what the headlines like Bloomberg and so on are going to say later on, because it's easy. It's absolutely easy to make a quick tweet with a headline, but to make a full analysis about what the code really communicated, it's another thing. Unfortunately, I tweeted, and the first comment I received was, "You guys are still denying." What exactly? What? I wasn't denying anything. I was just saying, but that's the big pain I receive every single time when I'm tweeting. People are not reading. They are not interested. I mean, they saw, wow. But the conclusion at the end, he said, it's not good news, it's not bad news, it's just news. And that's it. That's the fact. It's just news. It's not good, it's not bad. It looks better for Ripple, but it's not a final decision. That's the fact. That's what the court communicated. But people are attacking you because obviously it's a conflict of interest. They have bags. They want just to push up the bags. Ripple did 25, 30%. I don't know how much are they doing at the moment. Wow, look, 70 cents right now. So they are pushing more and more and more and taking with it what I was expecting. Obviously, not only BNB. Oh, CZ is saying, oh, thank you very much. But everything else, it seems, we need to check. I love Fusion because Fusion don't care about that. But that's how it works. That's what they are doing. They are now pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And it wouldn't surprise me if XRP is going to make a new all-time high. And in a few months, we will be back at 40 cent, 50 cent back. I mean, that's how it works. Do you remember when I said yesterday, everything looks like a sharp price move, something will trigger? Here it is. That's it. It wasn't Bitcoin, it wasn't Binance, it was Ripple this time. Just imagine that. And that's how it works. That's what they are doing. And that's why people like Wyckoff created just a whole model indicating how big guys can manipulate with media, with liquidity, spoofing, and so on and so forth. And that's why he created just a model to showing you, yeah, that's how it works. That's what they are doing. It looks bullish, but they are distributing. That's what they are doing. Just to give you the chance to play and to understand the game rules of these guys. But fact is, 99% of all traders out there don't get it. They don't get it. Look, it is bullish because the headlines is indicating it's bullish. They don't care. People are saying, how is it possible? Why so much inflows of Bitcoin and Ethereum? How is that possible? It doesn't match to me. Obviously it doesn't match to you because it's a distribution. Every single pump is a full distribution. The question is why? Why? Why should you do that? Ripple don't care. They can sell even more. I mean, their financial statement, that's what the court also was indicating, 600 millions is in cash, financial statement, just by selling XRP. So it's obviously a good deal. Maybe not for you in the midterm, only if you are just, day trading it, buy low, wait, sell high, and that's it. But otherwise, if you are still convinced that you will see Ripple at $10, $20, $30, $50, if you agree and you say, I don't care, I remember I bought in October 2020 at 20 cents. I did my business with it, my deal, because I sold that in 2021, was it 80 cents or something? So I did my money with it. I'm not going to cry because of that. I like Ripple. I know that my customers are extremely bullish on Ripple network. It's fantastic. But they don't care about XRP. They absolutely don't care about that. And that's also something we should have in mind. And I'm absolutely sure that Ripple also knows that. Anyway, guys, this topic today, this initial comment wasn't only about Ripple. It says and tells you a lot about the market rules in general and about crypto in a very specific way. Because that's what we are receiving over and over and again. And many of them, are extremely bullish. Extremely bullish. Oh, bears are fucked, they say. It's over. Bull run. We will see 120k because another bank charted that. Who cares what the banks are saying? You didn't care just 5 years ago and now you care about that? You should be just careful what you are doing. I'm not here to tell you you shouldn't invest in crypto. Jesus, obviously not. I'm going to do it in my own projects. That's the only thing. I'm going to invest my money in infrastructure. That's another thing. I know that crypto is powerful, but for me, even I will invest money in certain projects again and their tokens, much more as a support and less with the vision to become billionaire with that. Because in my opinion, the only ones who will be extremely rich and wealthy with all that are those who are creating projects and investing in infrastructure, not buying tokens anymore. Well, okay, that wasn't good. It depends. And depends obviously of supply, it depends of marketing, it depends of management, and the key changer is always the use case. If the use case is one of 10,000 other tokens, don't expect to receive 10,000% in the next 5 years. It's not going to work. So to make research, I have said so many times, and I'm not going to repeat because I don't want to promote them anymore because I want the dip. But it's going to take more time. Joke aside, Luxo, extremely huge use case. Fusion, extremely big use case. Why do you think I'm just looking for developers specialized and with high skilled FRC protocol? That's Fusion. And that's the future. It's low cap. People will say, who cares? You are right. Who cares? Don't care about. Low supply, extremely good use case, top management, but no marketing. Luxo is very similar. Low supply, extremely nice use case, top management, no marketing. Think about that. Anyway, guys, that's over for today, 28 minutes. I hope you enjoyed a little bit. If you don't agree, you're always welcome to tell me you don't agree. But don't be an asshole. Don't come with, hey, you're a permabear, you're... No, just be like an adult. Look, Inspo, I don't agree because, look that, wouldn't you consider that this information is valuable and could change your view, for example? Just to give you an idea how to start a conversation with me. Big love. So let us go and check what the market is preparing for us. Let us go. Let us do it. Look here, 170 bitcoins. Someone bought 170 bitcoins at 31. Well, that's nice. Another 20 now. They are pushing right now up. So we will see if we are now going to 32.8. Or if we are just going to maintain, because the sell pressure still maintains very high here. You see here also, and that's why I like trading light, because you can see here what they are doing. They are pushing at the moment. So let us see.